Heidi ho, neighbors. So, following up on a video that I made in 2022 to give advice to young men in this new woke world we live in on how to find a partner, at least how to approach the situation of finding a partner. And so I always said, be clear, be honest, talk about it first, write it down, move forward. And I gave my preferences, my boundaries and expectations. This obviously isn't going to apply to everybody, but I'm going to give my reasonings why this applies to me. And so, anyway, I said, I'm going to let's see, I need to find a cooperative partner who loves me, or who loves men and wants a partnership. The Philippines has a traditional culture. I believe I will find what I'm looking for. Wish me luck. And then I said, also, one more tidbit. This is to my friend's son, who's 24, and I just wanted to give him some advice looking at the landscape of dating. And I said, also one more tidbit. This is from a video that I made in 2022. This is advice to young men looking for a partner. A cooperative, agreeable, submissive woman will make your life heaven. A disagreeable woman will make everything you do cost twice as much energy, twice as much everything, and your results in life will never be as good. So find an agreeable woman who wants the same things you want. I was married to 10 years to a very agreeable and submissive woman. Then she started taking hormonal birth control after our fourth kid, and became very disagreeable, uncooperative, and anything but submissive. And for 8 years thereafter, my life was a living hell with her. She was the right woman for 10 years, at which we were very successful. After birth control, she became a different person. So I know the difference between an agreeable woman and a disagreeable woman. And when I say a man needs to find an agreeable and submissive woman, that's not misogyny, or that is not misogyny. As a woman submits to her husband, a husband must submit to his wife. This is also biblical. It says that verbatim in the Bible. I said, I submitted to her by working at home endless hours, providing a fantastic life for us. While home, I changed diapers and helped raise children in shifts so my wife could rest and enjoy life. You'll see on my videos all the times I'm holding a brand new baby while making a video, while working at the same time at 2 a.m, constantly had babies in my arms, constantly changing diapers, constantly feeding and singing them to sleep, constantly rocking them. That was me as a father. And I was working at home. I didn't leave the house. I was always home. Anyway, so I said, I submitted to her. Okay. I worked 96 hours a week and ran several businesses on the side for the benefit of my family. So she submitted to me, and in turn I submitted to her. But when she stopped submitting, I waited 8 years to see if I could turn things around. Obviously, I couldn't do it. I wish I could have. But if my life is going to be twice as hard for half the reward, I'll opt out and move on, which I did. I divorced her. Anyway, here's my video. And I'll put this in the description, but honestly, this is good advice. This is the world we live in, where feminism and woke culture is prevalent, and everything a man does is toxic masculinity. Anything masculine is toxic masculinity. And unless you're effeminate, unless you're emasculated, women struggle with men. So men have to be all emasculated and all submissive and all feminized and not dominant, because if you're dominant, that's toxic or controlling. If you're submissive and she's dominant, that's acceptable in this society. It's backwards, guys, and it doesn't work. That's why there's so many divorces, so many single parents, so many kids that are, looking for more and not finding it because their life, their home life is shattered. And for me, it was like, do I continue to battle this? Do I continue to argue? Do I continue to fight this? Or do I move on? Well, I moved on. So make it clear, write it down, tell her what you want, listen to what she wants, make an agreement, and stick by it. That's all I got to say.